We all love the 70 series, but let's be real, out of the box they're not exactly perfect and they do need some modifications to get them right. And if you've watched my previous videos, you kind of know that I already have a few modifications on my cruiser, whether it is a GVM upgrade, bull bar, tent, canopy and everything else in between. But I'm not going to be talking about any of that today. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 mods that you actually need from day one. These are the absolute essentials to make this car safe and comfortable. Whether you're a tradie or an outback tourer, this video is for you. But before we get to business, as always, none of the items mentioned in this video are sponsored, and all items I recommend are based on my personal testing and positive results. To save you time in looking for these items, I've added links to everything in the description of this video. Also, if you enjoy honest reviews and advice on building and using these amazing cars for work and play, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button for me. It costs you nothing to do that, but it helps me a lot. Let's get into the list. Number 1 is the most critical for the long term. We need to talk about paint protection and rust proofing. I have demonstrated this extensively on my other channel, Detail and Protect, but the reality is that the factory paint on these Land Cruisers is incredibly thin. Especially if you have a solid color like the sandy or white, there is no clear coat on them, which means that they're very prone to chipping and fading under a harsh Australian sun. Also, as we all know, the Cruisers love to rust, so before spending any money on any mods, whether it's a lift kit, GVM upgrade or lights or anything like that, you need to protect the money that you have already spent on buying the car to begin with. Your first modification should be a high quality anti-corrosion coating like IGL Aegis and a high quality ceramic coating or paint protection film. Ideally, both ceramic coating and paint protection film in combination. If you want this car to last forever, you have to protect it from the start, and it's much cheaper to do this from brand new, so don't delay it, make sure it's your first mod. Number 2 is all about safety, and I'm talking about a brake upgrade. The 70 series is a big heavy beast, and maybe because I've driven sports cars all of my life, I'm personally not sure how this car passed ADR to begin with, and the brakes really need an upgrade. Upgrading your brake booster, rotors and pads is a must so you can stop safely in an emergency, and the difference when you upgrade it is quite considerable. Also, while we're down there, we have to mention the handbrake. The factory handbrake is notoriously unreliable, and unless you're happy in taking the wheels off every month just to adjust it, letting alone learning how to adjust it, you must upgrade your handbrake mechanism. I personally have the Bendix electric handbrake kit, and that's incredible, but there are other options to suit a variety of budgets. Number 3 is the side mirrors, and if you're lucky enough to have the factory powered mirrors, you can skip this one, but for everyone else with the standard manual mirrors, you know the struggle. They vibrate, they get knocked over when you walk past them, and the wind pushes them in on the highway. You're constantly tightening nuts and bolts, and it's very frustrating. And you can imagine how dangerous it is to pull over on the side of the highway at night and fumble around for a socket set and a spanner to tighten them, which has actually happened to me twice. If you are handy, you can probably install the factory mirrors from the newer 76 and the Troopy into your Cruiser, but I think a good set of towing mirrors is the smarter option, especially if you plan on towing in the future, so you don't have to change the mirrors later down the track. Number 4 is cameras, and 2 of them to be specific. The first is the mirror camera and the dash cam, and this helps you see what's behind you even when you're going straight, especially if you have a canopy or you're loaded to the roof. The factory mirror becomes useless. It also has the added benefit of recording in case you get in an accident and you need some footage for insurance. The second camera is the reverse camera if you didn't get it from factory. And regardless of your fit out, even if you're working on a farm or a job site with plenty of space, it helps seeing what's behind you so you don't run over something or someone. Both of these cameras are very affordable and they're incredibly easy to install yourself, being plug and play. So this to me makes them an absolute must-have safety item. In number 5, it sounds simple, but it does make the biggest difference to your comfort, and that is the armrests. You don't understand how rated armrests are until you don't actually have them, and in long drives your back starts burning you when you don't have anywhere to put your arms. And in specific, you're going to need 2 armrests. The armrests on the door and the center console armrests, and they're both equally as important as each other. Yes, you can go down the path of a very expensive center console if you can afford it, and I'm sure they're fantastic, but what I have can be purchased affordably, and they are easy enough for someone like me to install at home, which tells you something. So there you have it. The 70 series is an awesome machine, but addressing these 5 things takes it from being a farm truck to a vehicle you can actually enjoy driving every single day. If you have found this video to be useful, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with future videos. And if you want to check out the items that I have on my Land Cruiser from this list, they are linked to the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.